Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 12, Week 4. As promised, today we're taking a look at the GGs versus the Baby Shlarks. Let's see what we can do here.
5 seconds remaining.
Don't S, Cool Rat GIF, Worst Mista.
Radiant team back.
Can you believe we're never going to see the correct version of the Smells Like Team Spirit banner? That's very sad.
Yeah, that's true, because, spoilers.
They're gone. They're not even
Yeah.
going to be this week. They conceded this week. We were going to do their game as live this week because I was worried they weren't going to make another. I wanted to do everybody if I could, but no such luck. So, shoutouts to Spaz. You have our condolences for how this season kind of turned out for you because he did really well last year, so, you know. No Dazzle. Any further thoughts on that?
On what, disbanding?
Yeah.
I mean, not much. It's not a surprise, necessarily.
We'll be talking about it more on Saturday, I'm sure of it. But I'm sure you at home you might be thinking, what's on Saturday? Well, we'll get to that at the end of this series, so make sure to be listening in that analysis segment. Baby Shlark immediately knocking out the Dark Willow in kind.
10 seconds remaining.
Every time my team is trash.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
Knocking out Pit Lord. So far, I can't say these are heroes that I very strongly identify with these teams. So we haven't seen GGs in a week, so it might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I noticed Wizard's the captain here, rather than
5
London.
seconds remaining.
It's true.
They stand in London again? I thought he was supposed to be here this week.
Apparently so.
That or he just made Wizard choose heroes for him. Hard to say.
Radiant team pick.
No
Isn't
Centaur.
Bloomer standing? Pretty sure.
Could be. I don't know. People are running different names like with their regular accounts versus in games. It's hard to see.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
So far, mostly just the best of LD2L going down. Crystal Main, I don't believe we've actually seen Crystal Main in the lineup so far. Could be interesting to see here. I think Wizard is the strongest Pos 5 in the league right now. You know,
Yeah.
no disrespect to the other Pos 5s. Wizard is just really good. Got the Jakiro up on the other side. They're just really good, so we might be seeing almost a trend-setting effect here. Maybe now we've got him on CM, showing everybody how it's done. We'll see a bit more of that next week. Happened with Bane in the first week.
That's
Saw some
true.
more Bane picks after.
10 seconds remaining.
I know Team Spirit, the real Team Spirit, TI winners, I like them some Bane, so.
By the way, as always, shout out to Bajiji/Pohohoro on that Jakiro pick.
Night Stalker.
Getting that 3 up in the first round here.
Ah. Night Stalker.
I mean, presumably 3. I mean, you could do Night Stalker like 2 or 1, I guess. You could do him 4, I guess. Really,
Yeah.
for the most part,
Possible.
3 though.
5 seconds remaining.
I do think that might have been, they are worried about seeing a ban in the next round, perhaps.
Potentially, yeah.
Could also be trying to hold Roxy Roro's pick for a little while. We saw a really, really good performance from Roxy in the last week.
Yep. The Disruptor game.
Funnily enough, I believe Roxy Row, I could be wrong about this, but I believe Roxy Row was on the team that won last year with London, so that's a bit of an interesting matchup.
Or it would be if London was here.
I mean, he might be here. He might be named every time my team is
No.
trash right now.
Oh, that's true. It could be every time my team is trash.
I was advertised to London here.
Radiant team back.
Got a Clockwork up. Clockwork's a
Alright.
nice little flex pick there. That could be your 4, or that could be your 3. That could be a straight counter to Night Stalker, or you could be doing something else with them.
It's typically not a core when he's picked in, captain's mode games.
Right.
Core Clockwork is kind of like you're in a Russian pub
Radiant
and
team back.
not a high tier one.
I do
I'll
think
say
there,
like that.
I do think there is merit to the idea, but you have to build them like, if you're going full defensive on Timbersaw. I mean, you have to go like all aura basically, like all aura. You have to be going all
10
defensive.
seconds remaining.
You have to make yourself as big of a bulwark as possible, basically.
5 seconds remaining.
To that end, I don't think he's that bad, especially if he has a good 4 to go with. But it is certainly not a bad idea to have him on that 4, but you're going to need a 3 that can keep him alive. If Clockwork goes in, puts the gears up, and dies instantly every time, then, he's going to get written out of the game before you know it.
I think it's an idea with merit.
10
I just
seconds
don't think it's that common.
Right.
Radiant team back.
Bloodseeker, Slark, PL. Again, I can't say precisely heroes that these guys have run a lot, though you are missing a week on the GGs. Potentially you might be seeing these guys a lot in scrims, you might be seeing a lot of performance issues here for a brief moment. There we go.
Yeah.
Dire team back.
Might be seeing a lot of, just we're trying to counter out here, which wouldn't be that bad of an idea necessarily. Notably, of the 5 guys banned, you've got Dazzle plus 4 guys who can kind of survive in the gears, right? So I think there's a decent chance they're just trying to make something big out of this Clockwork and Crystal Maiden combination. Potentially more things coming in to layer on top of that.
Right.
Tell you who's really good with Clockwork as a 3. Pit Lord.
That's true.
Tell you who else is really good with Clock as a 3 is Magnus.
That is also true, yeah.
A lot of interesting things to go with Clockwork as 4. A lot of interesting things as well to go with Clockwork as 3. Could be seeing him flex. I'm still betting 4, but
That's 4 Clark.
I'd like to see somebody good run him 3. I think it's interesting, but that's just me.
Radiant team picked.
Okay.
But Lord is out of it.
Snap.
Yeah, Snapfire is a good anti-Clockwork pick here. It's going to make it a lot harder for him to just casually gear somebody big, because if he does, well, here comes the ult.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to use it on just a solo clock, especially
That's
if he's
true.
a 4,
But how often is it going to be that it really is just a solo clock in practice? It also means that you have the big stupid gears in the middle of the field that's going to make moving around a problem for them, so...
Yeah.
It's a good sort of reaction pick to the Clockwork. You could have Snapfire's ult be pretty effective, not necessarily... Do what?
It's good against Maiden too.
Yep. You
Like,
could have
uses a weird shard, essentially.
Right.
Or
And even if
just
she
gonna
gets
get
it, she's still pretty easy to get dunked on there. Got a Wraith King up now, that's interesting.
Alright. Been showing up a little more.
Most likely 1. I would not be guessing 3 Wraith King here. They're trying to do 3 Wraith King a lot at the pro level right now. It does not seem to really be paying dividends at the moment, but you might see a little bit of that seep into the LD2L to a degree.
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's more typically a 1 Wraith King in the pro scene.
I know I've seen a lot of people talking about you know, oh, there's that 3 Wraith King again recently. Maybe it's Arkosh focusing on it.
I wouldn't put much stock into what that team is picking, to be honest.
Damn, Venomancer. It's looking pretty nasty here. Got a lot of team fights so far in those GGs. The only issue is, outside of the Clockwork Hook, which is really for one guy, not a lot to keep him in place for that Venomancer CM to drop on them. Though perhaps it might be sort of a wall off strategy. You know, you have Clockwork assassinate somebody on the sideline, and then you have CM and Venomancer standing in between you and them, just basically making sure you can't save the guy in the gears, or else you just die instantly. Though I think Snapfire might have a bit to say about that. I can tell you this much. I mentioned Magnus earlier. I am super mentioning Magnus now. Both Horntoss and RP would go really well with this lineup. Ocelot talks a lot about, you know, he doesn't like seeing heroes picked for literally one specific skill. He kind of put the rest on the wayside. Well, here, you could get great skewers, you could get great Horntosses, you could get great RPs, you could get great empowers with that Wraith King. I think that would be a really strong pick for him right now. Though Baby Shlark does have the ability to pick him out or ban him here as well. Both teams actually running very low on reserve time already. Still actually have another round to go. Baby Shlark got 12. Just barely in 13. Juggernaut, I think that's a good idea. It's going to be, you know, I am the Juggernaut. I can spin around in the gears and kill Clockwork instantly. I can spin around in the Venomancer and CM ult and, you know, immediately get rid of it.
I don't think it purges Venom ult.
It doesn't purge it, but
otherwise,
it doesn't purge it, but it takes a lot of the damage out, and if you're spinning when he ults, it does absolutely nothing to you.
Like, makes sense with the Bloodseeker and Slurk bans as well.
Yep. Shadow Fiend getting knocked out here. GG's looking for 2 for Baby Shlark. Not a bad idea. I don't really see who could 2 on that lineup at the moment.
2 and a 2.
10 seconds remaining.
Can our mid picks less?
5 seconds.
Oh yeah, it hits me with CM and Venomancer here. That does mean that we're likely seeing that Clockwork 3 as mentioned.
Could be Venom 3, honestly. I think that's more likely. We've seen that.
We
know,
have?
kind of a farming, fighting, in general in the pro scene, not in this tournament necessarily.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
It's more of a like fighting, farming Venom, you know.
You made me doubt my own sanity there for a second. How could you?
He'll take the farm in the offlane and kind of just build, just, you know, itemize the fight.
No, Razor. It's funny. I feel like Razor would actually be pretty good for Baby Shlark here. Could eliminate Wraith King from play basically, and give you some things to do in jail.
10 seconds remaining.
Just don't want to see it. Got a different plan.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
The plan
No
does
TA
not want to
either.
see TA.
Yeah, that's not a bad ban in contrast, because it's a nice Scorched Earth ban. Baby Shlark absolutely cannot run TA this game. She would get annihilated. So get rid of her, and you save yourself the headache of letting them see it on her. Or letting her see it on their team, rather, the other team. Just under 30 seconds here for their last pick. Poor Baby Shlark has this time plus 12. Plus the default pick time. Death Prophet.
Okay.
Just another thing to really mess you up if you're in that gear jail.
That's a lot of AoE.
Yep, they got a ton of AoE. They don't have a lot to keep somebody there in the AoE, nor do they have a lot to pursue in the AoE, so they're going to be really having to focus a lot. Like, it's pretty much going to be, you're going to need 3 Blink Daggers and a 4 Staff, more or less.
6 fucking Maiden, yeah.
Like, Crystal Main's gonna need, like, a Force for a Blink, Wraith King gonna need a Force for a Blink, Venomancer gonna need a Force for a Blink, and they're especially gonna need it with US standing on that sniper again, since he can stand as far away from the fight as he really wants to, and get away with it.
And we got the CM Arcana. At least there's that.
Indeed, it seems like we do have stand-in for GG's here. Interestingly
Yeah,
enough,
Wizards going mid.
either Wizard could be going mid, or we could be seeing a very interesting lane composition here. Roxy Roro had a good performance on Snapfire last week as well, so.
Yeah, true.
Running it back, trying to find that same success. I think it could be a very good pick here. I like US Danny's stupid cyborg sniper. I think I actually had that same mask for him.
He is standing right in front of that worst missed banner.
Worst. It's supposed to be worst Mista, but it looks more like worst Misty from here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting game. It's another one of these weird Olmec skins for these. How many heroes have weird Olmec setups?
Apparently a lot.
Damn, Roxy Roro got a good one, right?
True. It's not surprising, to be honest.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
I don't know what the GGs are gonna lane like this game, so I cannot call until they get into position. You can make an assumption, but it would be a bit, I think, out of character to see Wizard here at mid.
Well,
We haven't seen
what's
Wizard be
happening,
mid in
though.
this tournament so far, so.
they don't really
But
have
not more.
another option.
Good Venom mid.
Nah. I don't think so.
I think Pasky usually does 3.
Yeah. It's that 3 Venom I was talking about.
Clockwork looks pissed.
30 seconds.
I would be too.
Maybe Shlark looking kinda hungrily at the rune up here.
I do have 5 up here. The Wraith King is playing defensively by his tower.
Weird to be hanging out up there. I guess he's like trying to clear up tree lines here. Interesting little play there, trying to put the map in his favor.
Alright.
Heatwave in major trouble here. I believe this is it. Yep. Goodbye, Heatwave. First blood for the Juggernaut. Very good.
My kind was first.
A level 1 cookie, what can I tell you?
Let's do our calls.
That's a Grandmaster Clockwork, wow.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's respect the Pat? Now that's interesting. All right, so looks like we got some interesting lane compositions in general here. Interesting role compositions, I suppose. So this week, playing Pause 1, usually I believe Pause 3, Boofus on the Juggernaut. For Baby Shlark, playing Pause 5, Bonus on the Jakiro, I believe that is his typical position, or their typical position, can't say for sure. Having a little trade with the Clockwork here. Playing Pause 2, US Danny as usual on that sniper.
Yep.
Pause 3, Team Captain, Respect the Pouch. Usually they're number 1. Usually they're Pause 1, but not today. Pause 4 is traditional, Roxy Roro on the Snapfire. On GG's, Devirus playing Pause 1 on that Wraith King. Bloomer, I believe, a stand-in. Shoutouts to the train on Crystal Maiden, Pause 5. Wizard, traditionally the Pause 5, playing Death Prophet in 2. Pasky and Heatwave playing some combination of 3 and 4 up here on Clockwork and Venomancer. Currently both at the same level as Clockwork is 2 though. At least he has 1.
Oh, he's got 1.
Well, Veno has 3. I believe that's Pasky on Veno S3 and Heatwave on Clock S4. Or they might be doing some wacky farm share strategy and they're kind of at the same level. Who knows? I don't think that would be that bad of an idea in this lane, actually. You can do the wacky farm share sometimes with some combinations of 3 and 4, and I think these two wouldn't be that bad of an idea. It's the people's farm, you know?
Dire's courier has been killed.
It's Roxy Roro's courier, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, a lot of courier kills. A lot of courier kills in this league, let alone this week. Wraithking getting quite heavily harassed here down at the bot lane. Having to chew through regen pretty consistently. You got a one coming in at least? No, he actually has boots. It's not going to make things easier for him. He's definitely going to need to lean into that lifesteal for a while. Trying to mess up Roxy here.
Well,
Just cookies away.
not before the high five comes in. Turn that play around.
Relatively stable lanes here so far, notably the Virus. Uh-oh. Oh, Roxy. Oh, good cookie.
Good cookie. Wow.
Okay, Roxy's
Alright,
got
very
that salve. So does Wraith King. Another salve on this Wraith King. They have had to put so many resources into keeping Wraith King alive in this lane. Very unfortunate for them. It is good that he's not dying, but it is very unfortunate to have to be going through so much money. See him actually pulling in another one.
Not surprising. It is a rather aggressive offlane.
Yep. It's exactly what they want you to do, which is unfortunate because you don't really have that many options to deal with something like this.
Yeah, then they're just straight up seeding the lane, which is ill-advised at the moment.
Right now, the top of the charts, we got Wraith King, we got Sniper, we got Death Prophet and Juggernaut, all fairly close together for last hits. In fact, all the cores are within 4 last hits of each
Yeah,
other.
Veno's decidedly taking the farm in this lane, so
Yep.
there you go.
Nope.
You've seen farming Veno's kind of come back into the meta lately.
It is interesting. I will say I do feel like there's a lot of dependence on what they build to make that really work for them.
And got a 5-year plan going.
Yep.
So.
He knows what he's going to be building in Season 13 at this rate.
Yeah, that's true.
High fives all around here in the bot lane.
Very good morale, you can see that at least.
Missed a kill somewhere. It was on Clockwork.
Yeah, they got clock up here.
Basky
Looking a
very
little
low.
rough here, but it'll be okay ultimately.
Yep, without that Blade Fury up at this moment, there's just not much of a hope to get him. Gonna have to salve.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh, that would have
is-
been really sad. He's still going
Clock-
for it. Chug
looking
Micro,
for
that
it.
courier dude.
Get him! Oh, he's faster
No!
than it said.
Killed.
Really not certain why Jug didn't micro the courier there. Guess he just wasn't really watching it.
I don't think it necessarily matters if he micros it anyway, because Clock has the move speed advantage.
Well, he does have a death. I mean,
yeah.
thing is, he was a round tracer. It doesn't matter how fast Clockwork's going if he has to, you know, blink, right? So
That's true.
he does not have that dagger. Well, getting his supply lines cut off like that is going to be bad. You know, it's going to keep him from getting his phase boots probably when he would want him. It is good he's getting kills at least. It is a nice compensation for losing the couriers.
Yeah, he's got 3 kills in lane, so could never
Yeah.
call that a bad situation for him.
which is more than the 0 kills that the opposing Pause 1 has. Though they have the same amount of deaths, which is interesting, and Wraith King has a few more last hits to his name, as well as denies, funnily enough.
Farm advantage is still Jug because 3 kills, you know.
Death Prophet, first ult of the game, using it to just handily knock out a rotation from Shlark here. Sniper versus a Clockwork. Clockwork forced to fight in their shrapnel.
God. Oh, US Danny, man.
US Danny,
Alright.
balls of steel. He's still... People are still coming in.
No
Oh,
one?
barely goes down.
Caught him with the Nova. Very good.
It's very tragic.
But yeah, as I was gonna say there, you can pretty much say that 1 kill is about 4 or 5 last hits, depending on. Could be even more if you're rounding up.
Yeah, I would say it's certainly worth. I would say around 6, and you also have the bonus utility of it also counts as quite a few denies as well. Baby Shlark seems to be calling the lane phase early here. Pretty consistently having rotations there with the US Danny mid, while Heatwave seems to be making a big response. That Clockwork making a big response as well. Both supports for the Dire have been pulled in here.
Oh, well, Clock is gonna return to the top lane here.
Yep, looking for Jug.
I don't think he's
Another
gonna like
courier
what he's gonna
kill.
find necessarily.
Yeah, the looking for Jug strat wasn't really the most ideal
Oh,
play off
God.
here. First Omni Slash of the game, and when you know it, it's a success.
Just take down the Veno there.
And Clockwork really can't do anything about it. He's pretty low, he's got no regen, and besides this tango he's chewing on. Wraith King has retired to the jungle for now.
Yep.
Probably more looking
About
for
right
items
for
than
it.
going to stay there. Crystal Maiden
Oh
casually
boy.
getting run over by this combination of people down here. This is likely the end of Jakiro's life.
Yeah, it's a little deadly. Can't do anything. All his cast times are way too long.
Yeah, this offlane is very well aligned against Jakiro in particular. Honestly, if I were Jakiro, I'd just leave. I think Jug can more or less do well for himself here. He's not really in danger of either of these guys. They're all magic based. They're gonna lose this tower.
Clock and rather mess up the wave here.
Can't believe bonus is sponsored by churches. Can't believe the healing horde is not healing Jug right now.
My Jug griefing.
My Jug kinda is griefing right now. The Venold actually missed Jug up there. Which it's not gonna matter much if literally everybody on the GGs is here at top looking for Jug. Pasky going down. Wraith King kind of out of not where he wants to be here. He does have a level of reincarnate, so he's not going to die, at least yet.
Oh god,
He is going to get sniper before he goes down, yep. But
Okay.
going to go down. Unfortunately not to Boofus.
Rather worth it if they killed Jug, but it's a big if.
Clockwork
Not high enough
deadly.
level. He does have a clarity he can chew on, but it's not going to do that much for him. Boy, that was a heck of a fight there. Ultimately, depending on who you are, that could have been very good or bad for you. It's hard to say decidedly it was a loss for the GGs, but it's easy to say it was a victory for Baby Shlark, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sniper dying is always big.
Yeah. Everybody going in on Night Stalker here.
Yeah. No, we're running down.
Jakira really in desperate need of level 6 here. His lack of
Cookie.
macro. Very good ice path. There's that 6 I was talking about just in time. Tries to assassinate out the teleport. Sadly not in time. Well, sadly for US Denny anyway. Can't quite get him there. There's a good good retaliation there for Baby Shlark. Not great that they ended up losing the Night Stalker in the process, but the fact that they were able to get a pretty decent amount off of it and not lose Sniper, all good stuff.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they have some interesting neutral items coming in as well.
I don't need that interesting tier 1, but yeah. I think Shovel's really the only particularly interesting tier 1 neutral item. Maybe Possess Mask.
Interesting in the way of you want it, is what I mean here.
Yeah.
Interesting in the way that nobody wants that chipped vest, it seems. No reason not to take a jungle item if you've got enough for everybody.
Under attack.
You're welcome.
I mean, well, it could be something completely dumb. Just like, I don't know, you have 4 neutral items taken your CM and the last one's a broom handle, for instance.
Even if it's a broom handle, it's still some stats. Would you rather have something, or would you have nothing, you know? Even if that something is fairly insubstantial.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking to get something done here. Kind of
Smoking up.
focusing on the heat wave. Clockwork going
Oh,
right down.
Yeah.
Dire structures are fortified.
No way to escape that.
That Veno and the DP are really putting a lot of hurting on this top tower. Night Stalker says, time to fight.
Seems to be
DP
time to
still
fight.
here. Oh no, he accidentally got a one of the neutral creeps with his skill.
Molested. Oh boy.
We do see the Venomancer go down, but it's hard to say it was worth it at this juncture. Oh no, the wave was there for some reason. Oh no, it's the skeletons. The Wraith King skeletons really screwed over the Juggernaut ult there.
Oh boy, if Jug and Sniper die for this.
Jug and Sniper are down. All they've lost is Venomancer. They're likely going to lose Snap as well. Not looking great.
Gong show.
And goodbye.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ouch. That was a big
Lost
time
everything, yeah.
And it all started when it all started off of a very unfortunate misclick as well. Gotta be a bit of a morale buster, I think, for the GGs. Not for the GGs. Gotta be a big morale moment for the GGs. Gotta be a bit of a morale buster for Shlark there, I think.
It's a morale buster, getting 4 and losing 1.
Yeah. Your Venomancer's cool, man. So
Yeah, that's true.
It's very unfortunate. All Baby Shlark seems to be able to kill right now are supports, which is really not what they need to be doing here. You know, they can get Venomancer, but even as 3, like, is that big of a deal if he's already ulted? He's certainly not building like a big time 3. You know, he's got an S and Y queued up, or not an S and Y, even a Halberd queued up way in the future, but he's very little right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much just walking ult.
Dire's top
It is a big walking ult, but like once that ult has been walked out, what's he gonna do? His Q is level 1, for God's sake.
Right.
Going for the round 2 here on the Death Prophet. And really does not have a lot for DP to do here. That was a very well-timed Yules. Here comes the Assassinate, and goodbye.
Yep.
DP is insanely difficult to kill at the moment. You know, even being just picked off way alone there, way out of the reach of her teammates, it still took 3 to kill that one.
Yeah, it's true.
Night Stalker, bro, eat your tango. There we go. Actually, did not realize, I don't think, that Venomancer was in town here. Dude, Venomancer is perfectly riding the lightning here!
Yeah, he is.
Just
Getting that dangerous farm.
literally exactly outside of the sight range are two different people there.
Yeah.
Snapfire getting a little harassed here. More interesting items falling out. That Quicksilver Amulet on DP in particular could be very, very good.
Yeah.
Does not
She
seem to
has a
want
bunch
it,
of
though.
terrible abilities. But yeah, just keep that mana ring for now. Perhaps judging that it would be better on Wraith King or Veno, who have
Could be.
big ults that are gonna be down. And Wraith King also pretty much constantly is popping his skeleton ability, so
He also has, he's hanging onto that bullwhip, though.
yeah.
Yeah, Quicksilver is good. I think Quicksilver would actually be a little better here on the Veno, because, well, Veno, he's, right now, like I said, he's basically just one and done in the fights. He just pops ult and then he's done. But
Yep.
with that Quicksilver, he can start spreading around that poison pretty efficiently.
Yeah.
Baby Shlark assuming some Roche going on, not actually the case. Quicksilver dropping for them as well. Looks like for the most part they're sticking with the T1 jungle items for now, which I don't know. I think it's a bit of a mistake, especially leaving that Philosopher's Stone just sitting in the in there. But there's an item, especially in this league, you never want to be leaving in that stash like ever. It's Philosopher's Stone. You know, even if you aren't,
Because yeah, the drawback it gives you is fairly nasty, even for like a support.
that's true. But the thing is even if you really super don't want to be dealing with the drawbacks, even if you super don't want to be using it, even in the most basic way, you can slot that in while you're dead and just
That's true.
get some money. And slot that in while you're walking, you know, from wherever you TP to whatever you're doing. You can slot that in just when you're warding. A lot of times you can use it even if you don't want to take that right-click penalty. Jumping all over Wraith King here.
Oh yeah.
But see him in good position to respond. Gets a 1-second ult, unfortunately.
Oh, the crits.
Clockwork
Oh, the
finds Sniper,
cogs.
but Juggernaut does not get the ult he was looking for. Ended up all going on CM as they immediately pull out as a result. Venomancer only gets the Snapfire, just kind of casually walking away. Reincarnate actually goes down in the middle of the river here. Juggernaut still won to fight here, though he appears to really be the only one. Everybody else, for the most part, getting out of there. DP overextends a little bit, trying to catch out Sniper there. Actually, just goes down. Snapfire barely living it to a Venomancer ult, or not Venomancer ult, Venomancer W there. Juggernaut and Wraith King still fighting in the middle of the river, though Juggernaut has realized, I believe, he cannot exactly compete with that sort of damage right now.
Oh, those crits.
If you look at the potential damage right now from both Wraith King and the Juggernaut, it's kind of night and day, to be blunt with you. Wraith King actually went full in on single target damage here, which isn't a bad idea. Oh my god, he's got DD!
He sure does. Oh.
Goodbye,
Oh
Sniper.
God, that's a 1081
Goodbye, Wraith King! Oh, that's pretty big, actually. Oh,
He's gonna die to attrition there, essentially.
Very nasty battle, but unfortunately, Snapfire does not live it, and perhaps even more unfortunately, Respect the Pouch was not available for comment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think this is a definite symptom of these two being in sort of opposite roles as traditional play. You know, Respect the Pouch definitely playing this out a lot more like a pause 1, and Bonus playing, not Bonus, but Boofus playing this a lot more like a pause 3 would traditionally, I think.
Right.
Really on the wrong heels to be trying to go that route. Like Night Stalker missing the last half of that second fight there was not the best, especially considering he TP'd, I believe, in the middle of it. Whereas Juggernaut trying to go, you know, to stay, to keep the fight going, to buy as much space as possible. Well, for who? You're the one, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For sniper, perhaps.
Oh.
Oh,
Big
boy,
on the
Veno.
Veno here. That's getting
Yeah,
casually.
just gonna get run down.
I guess he could be buying space for Sniper, but Sniper is already dead. I believe. No, he wasn't. But he was in the
Kickoff is
fight.
the name of the game here. It seems.
One problem they're really having at the moment is that the biggest pickoff target they can possibly get in Wraith King is constantly with CM. CM is never leaving him alone for a second, even like in the jungle, for example. Just always hovering somewhere nearby, basically dedicating your whole life to save.
It's definitely definitely smart. Wraith King is gonna be their meal ticket here. Clock will go down.
Yep, just get casually picked apart. Juggernaut.
Oh god.
Just has
good
to
ice
spin
buff.
and leave. Bonus showing some very good Jakiro play in this match, I think. He's had a lot of very good ice pass, a lot of very good macropires. He does have that issue that I think you will see, you have been seeing a lot in this tournament, that he does keep himself a little lower level than he needs to be, but not to the same degree as you've seen in other matches, I think. And he's only just a couple levels down from the top in the server, so trying really hard to you know, GG's now trying really hard to get some picks here. Going under vision though, it's kind of difficult.
Yep.
Everybody looks like they're converging here at the mid T2 for Dire. Though GG is looking to go another way. Potentially trying to look for Jug here. Oh, they're potentially trying to look for Roche here now. Wraith can get another DD! Holy crap, luckiest GG's in the world. They saw the Roche though. This could get real bad real fast. Asky pulling patrol outside here.
Fighting into a Wraith King double damage is a little hairy.
Oh, they're gonna get the Aegis! No, they didn't get it!
Oh boy.
How did they not get it there? That is sad. Wraith King stunned right on top of the thing. That is absolutely tragic for Baby Shlark.
Oh yeah.
Juggernaut gotta be tearing his hair out right now. Bonus saving Roxy's life, at least attempting as hard as possible to in the retreat, but no avail.
Wraith King is just walking all over them.
Yeah, I think with the failure to Aegis steal, I think that might have just closed off the path to victory for Baby Shlark there.
Wraith King's looking strong. Just as a hero in general in this little tournament meta.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It is very interesting. I do feel like he is a bit super, but if you were able to build this far around him, any team is coming in with fairly, to be blunt, not the most successful to response to it as well. It's hard to argue with. You know, at its core, the old Skeleton King is still there. Oh, big ults coming in. Wraith King is in so much trouble when he gets up.
Yep.
He is making a run for it. Clockwork trying to come in to stop the chase, but just going to get turned to ribbon.
Force staffs. You can just force anyone out of a fight, you know?
They are are not going to get any of the cores for that. Okay, maybe they are.
We do, yeah. Sniper will just run him down.
Yep, Sniper just chasing as deep as possible there. Sniper with both the Blink and the Hurricane Pike. That guy got mobility for days.
Yep. A lot of force us in this game.
On one hand, a great start for Baby Shlark. That is exactly the sort of fight they needed to have. The downside is they have one tower on this entire map, which is, of course, Radiant T1 bot, as traditional. And they're going up against a team with some really mean objective pushing ability here. BKB up on the Night Stalker. Really has very little beyond that.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy.
Clockwork just trying to take as much heat as possible, though that's probably not the kind of heat he wanted to take per se.
Yeah.
Just gets forced around. The Dire have so much positioning screw here. You got the cookie, which screws their own positioning. We've got the Force Staffs. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Dire actually seems to have a Force Staff running except for US Danny's Hurricane Pike. Also got a Psychic Headband though. He's actually using it himself. Wants to push people away even more. That is pretty mean. Hurricane Pike and then just Psychic Headband if they actually close in again. Last rig dropped here. Wait a minute. Oh no. It better not be. That's Baby Shlark's. Okay. No, it's not a problem. I'm sure that probably just dropped during like a shrapnel or something. You just didn't see it, you know? It happens. Oh no, a quickening charm on the Juggernaut. That could be hideous.
Yeah, that's possible. Could indeed.
Interesting. Jug not carrying any jungle items at all at the moment.
He's thinking.
Wants that Mindbreaker.
And
okay.
yeah, grabs the Mindbreaker. Yeah, that's what I assumed would happen.
Oh,
Mindbreaker quite good on a Juggernaut because you can Omni someone and instantly just breaks any response they could have to it.
Wizard just immediately TPing out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They actually big leagued Clockwork there. They actually dropped the smoke on him, but they said, no, we don't care. We're just going to go around you anyway, and we're not able to get Death Prophet before she TP'd.
Yep.
So they ended up getting nothing for their trouble, unfortunately. Here's a big circle. If you ever wanted to know what the bot lane jungle looked like with the enemy triangle there as well, the Dire Triangle, there it is.
And there you go.
Sponsored by US Danny. Oh my god, he got another one! He can't keep getting away with it, dude!
Yep.
This is the luckiest anybody has ever been. And immediately just marching right into the enemy.
Oh boy.
Very lucky for US Danny they didn't go uphill there.
Oh.
Goodbye, Jakiro.
That is sad.
Man, this is just for want of so many things for the Dire here, you know. For want of less DDs on the Wraith King, for want of that Aegis in that one fight. They are going to get something done here, though.
Yep.
Night Stalker just going to get eliminated from this Earth. Juggernaut going to go down to the Death Prophet here, just very casually. Though they are not able to get the sniper out of this yet.
Yeah.
They're looking at him. They want him. They're so hungry. They got so many forces, though.
Yep. A lot of disengage.
Got that snap with that
Okay,
force there.
good cookie.
There goes the Venom. Elvira's getting really just jackhammered here by the sniper. That is trying to armlet toggle. They're looking for Wizard to finish this out. They want the team wipe.
Radiant's top
It's a
tower
good,
is
good
under
defense.
But ultimately do not get it.
attack. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
That's twice now that the Radiant has kind of thrown themselves into the meat grinder trying to take that Rax down. That Rax is proving to be quite a problem for them. Just getting around that sniper in particular.
Sniper and snapper are always good for high ground defense, and Jakiro's there as well.
Yep. You also have the Night Stalker, who has a lot of ability to just force you back. You just can't fight in that garbage. Getting Charm up for the Radiant as well, immediately taken by the Death Prophet. No argument there. The more time you get that Death Prophet ult out, the better you're gonna do in your life. Unfortunately, it's been so long since push attempts for Baby Shlark. They actually had Glyph again by the time they're here. So even with that,
Radiant's middle tower has
very
fallen.
interestingly, even though Radiant has by far and away the better push team, I think the Dire does have quite a lot of ability to push towers in particular.
Yep. Clock will mess with equilibrium up here.
Clock might just outright take this. Nobody's responding to it.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't want to run that risk of retaliation, looks like, but
And it's off.
Clock's got the blast rig. Clock has Baby Shlark's blast rig, to be more specific. Just another unfortunate thing that happened for Baby Shlark, man. This is like, this is some Twisted Willow tier luck, man. Like, just everything going wrong for him here. A lot of overtures towards Roche here, just about to really shred him. Dire way too far away to do anything, though they are going to get a T2 here.
Take that objective.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Actually, they're gonna threaten high ground here.
Boom, there it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Always get that roast done quick.
Dire's structures are
They did get it. They are pulling back now.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Dire's top tower is under
That's a super
Immediately
good play
spot
call,
out.
actually.
Immediately spot out and get rid of the Wraith King.
Very good play call. They see that so many resources are in the Roche pit and just barrel high ground instantly.
Yep, unfortunately they do not have the ability to keep the pressure on here. Just have to back up. They did knock out both Reincarnate and the Aegis, so that Aegis did not last long.
Yeah.
And yeah, a T2 and a T3. Now the Dire have gone from a dire situation as far as objectives goes to not really a bad one. Summer's got so much damage in his pocket, he can really shred those things in no time flat. Looking for a retaliation here, a smoke. Probably just gonna find Jakiro. They might run into the supports as well. Uh-oh. No, that's way worse of a find. They tried so hard to get US data there. He did not actually go down though.
Yeah.
Panic ult from the Snapfire really doesn't get anything done, unfortunately.
Radiant's top tower
That's life.
is falling.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the play there would have been just save that for a potential buyback. Ironically, T1 just fell for the Radiant, right? T1 top just fell for the Radiant to creeps. One of the best things that can actually happen for them here, because they can now offensively glyph.
Yep.
Push stuff out. Just another very unfortunate situation for them. Juggernaut just trying to push equilibrium. Spins and TPs. Heat wave getting tipped. Roxy row with that BM tip. As traditional. CD, lol.
Kind of posturing around each other here.
It really seems like everybody is more than willing to just wait for another Roche to go again. Does hit me.
Yep.
Who did take the shard for Roche there? It's gonna be either DP or Vino. I'm gonna guess probably DP. So I feel like Vino would have bought this.
Yeah, he's had it for a while.
A DP Shlark can be pretty nasty. Almost a bit surprising Wraith King didn't take it, honestly. Really screws up that jug if this happens to you in the middle of a fight. D4 starting to drop there, starting with a Timeless Relic right into Venomancer's lap.
Yep.
She's got to be a little happy to see.
Yep. Slots it in immediately.
Oh yeah. Debuff duration on Poison Nova and your Poison Sting really sucks to deal with. You kind of need to see like Sanj or BKB on people to really deal with that. Even tanks can't really just tank right through that. Jug finished his ag, speaking of things that involve Aghanim.
Certainly did. Get that Swift Slash up.
It's an interesting question. Who does this favor if it goes long? It's a little hard to say.
Not too sure.
The biggest thing is, I think Wraith King and Juggernaut scale to about the same degree. Maybe Wraith King just a bit more. I think Sniper scales to about the same degree as Death Prophet. Maybe Sniper just a little more. I think Night Stalker pretty handily outscales Venomancer, but he's still not really on the tier of the other two guys. On either team, he's not to that tier of the pause ones. This might be a game where if it goes particularly long, you might see how the support scale playing a major factor in it. If we're talking about that, if it's going that long, I do think the Radiant has an advantage there because I think Clockwork outscales any of the supports on Baby Shlark, both in how long he's got that utility value and how much damage he could potentially do. We found the cores here, both of the cores alone, but they thought everybody was here, and they backed. It's not true. What a bluff. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, actually. Again, just another hideous turn of luck for Baby Shlark. Oh, this could go bad pretty quick, but by this point, all the GGs except for Veno are here. Oh, that's so hideous, such hideous luck. They had actually just jumped on DP and Wraith King there. I don't think they actually would have had much recourse. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's just a risk they can't take without the vision there.
They didn't know Veno was out of town, at the very least, because he was on vision actively when that was happening. I think Clog might have been as well. Guess they were afraid of the surprise Crystal Nova potentially. So, CM level, not that great, not bad. Certainly higher than you'd usually see in this tournament, basically proportionally, but... Juggernaut exercising one of the biggest advantages the hero has, which is the ability to take a lot of risky farm and deny said farm from the enemies.
Wait, Veno.
Dire's bottom
This is
tower
not
is
where
under
Veno
attack.
wants to be.
You're in a bit of an awkward spot here.
That better have been Swift Slash. Okay, it was.
Yeah. Well, of course. It's not gonna Omni that.
I hope he won't Omni that. That really
Dire's
worried
bottom
me.
tower has fallen.
Death Prophet with that axe, pushing out the lane down your bot.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just casually ulting for it. Dire not home to respond to this. Jakiro's
Yep.
gonna come in, but if Jakiro tries to do anything, he's gonna just die. It's the best he can do.
I'll
He
take that.
didn't bother this push enough to make the DP reconsider.
Radiant
Yeah, DP
structures
actually
are
just
fortified.
outright pulling out. Once again, involved the fight
Yeah.
instead. Fine.
Gonna bait the TP back and then fight? Alright. A little sick, actually.
But they got a lot of disengage on that Dire team.
Yep.
Looks like they're just pulling right out of town. Splitting up, but it's good
Conceptually
here.
sick. Didn't work out for reasons outside of his control. I see a rapier in quick buy.
Oh god, sniper. Bro, you still got Mask of Men to Sink of the Children.
That is a way to break a stalemate by purchasing a rapier.
Oh my god, just reconsider. Just sell the mask and get like Moonsharter or something, man. Moonshard or Butterfly or
You know how to break a
Nice.
stalemate? Get a rapier.
hey, Eggs will be really good here if you've just got so much money that you're considering buying a rapier. Eggs will be great. I mean, think about all the passes you could get rid of, like that Wraith King passive.
Hey, it's the situation that requires rapier, not the money necessarily.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, man. Got Venomance here. Once again, oh, that was a perfectly timed force.
Dire's top
We're really not
tower
going to be able to
has fallen.
pursue this much farther. Especially with the that split push still just going on. Both Death Prophet and Clockwork once again just at the sidelines. Honestly, I think the play here would be to make once you've made sure that mid is equilibrium is in your favor, probably just focus on that bot and force them to think about, are we splitting or fighting? We're going to take Roche here.
Well, indeed. We'll at least check it.
Looking at Roche anyway. Wraith King actually just
Yeah.
top.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. T3 going down.
Alright, doing this again, baiting the TPs down.
Dire's top tower is
Oh,
Oh, that's sad. Oh, it's a little less sad now, actually.
and
Oof.
she's gone. No, that was still pretty sad.
Baited the TPs back
Visibility.
again.
Completely ruined Omni there.
Yeah, baited a
Creep
lot
there.
more than just a TP back. Very good.
Creep Wave there absolutely ruined Jug. That was very sad. If he had gotten better luck with how those Omni Slash bounces gone, DP would have absolutely been dead there. Actually only got away with just a scrap of health left. You might think you want this, man. You might think you want this. He disassembled Mask. He is giving it some consideration. Yep, just bought Butter instead, okay.
Okay.
Whew! Alright. Boy, you made me sweat there, Danny. Looking at the Roche pit here.
That's V.
Radiant actually just pulling out, waiting for Dire to go in. Uh oh, they found
Dyer will
Clock.
go in. Okay, good start with the force. We'll die here. We'll waste a concerning amount of time.
What does Nightstalker grab Gem for? Just a warding, maybe? Do they
Yeah.
have any invis on this lineup? They actually don't. I guess the CM Glimmer Cape.
Skim Glimmer, yeah, that's about it.
Immortality!
So what if I swagger?
So what if he swaggers?
That's a
You
good
really
question.
thought about that?
The goddamn skeletons. Roxy.
Yep.
Roxy, the skeletons.
Middle barracks are under
Roxy,
attack.
the skeletons.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Roxy.
Skeletons.
Roxy. Oh my god, look how low this Rax got.
That's fine. It regens.
Expect the Pouch is going on a Vision Destruction campaign, which isn't a surprise. Really doesn't have anything else to do with that gem. Surprised they didn't take that one out. UF Danny just gonna, you know, play at his name, literally just snipe at the T3 here mid.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Can't respond to this if they get a good hook. This is a very concerted push here.
Wraith King actually isn't at home right now. He's looking for those bot racks.
Looking to split.
Has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Honestly, I just put 5 TPs on bot right now. They really have no recourse to dealing with it.
Yep.
They're gonna take the mid first.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Oh, we actually had a hook shot interrupt some of these TPs here.
Oh yeah.
Juggernaut desperately trying to get the Omni out. He was trying
God.
so hard, but they were able to actually kill him through the cast point.
That is sad.
Not only is he down, he actually does not have buy. It's a very good hook shot. Unfortunately, the one ward they really needed to kill is the one they let stay alive for some reason.
Yep.
Just TP'd out right under it even though they knew it was there. Very sad.
Happens.
And just to make things a little worse, we're going to be pushing a Rax that got half killed by Skeletons alone. The Jack is back. Gonna try and protect Sniper here.
Desperately.
Expect the Pouch just going to completely eat it. He actually did not get to eat the cheese. He didn't even have it in inventory.
Wraith King.
Gotta reincarnate for the Wraith King. The answer is here. Knock the Aegis out for Sniper.
Maybe the most defensive Aegis I've ever seen. Team with the Aegis is super on the back foot here. Really odd, you don't.
Yeah, he actually
see
lost.
that often.
Lost 2 sets of Rex in the midst of that. Without Vision, Sniper not able to get anything more done here. That's very sad. Even with the Aegis, all they stopped was a complete defeat. Wraith King got himself an MKB, which is going to do a lot to counteract that butterfly.
Sniper has a lot of gold. You know what he was thinking about before.
What's he gonna drop for it, Boots? Should just eat a moon shard, honestly.
Right.
Or maybe just get the shard for yet another disengage.
Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
This will come in handy. Honestly, what won't come in
say,
handy?
ooh,
Oh,
oh boy. Oh
oh,
boy.
he's sold. Oh, he sold boots. Oh no,
There
brother.
we go.
Here we go.
That's how you break a stalemate. Win or lose, that's how you break it.
You hear that? Tick tock, tick tock. This game is over soon. One way or another, this game is
That's
ending
not
within the
one,
next
they
5
gave me the
minutes.
game. Yeah. I can respect it, you know? It's a big risk, but, you know, you take that risk to end the game one way or the other. So just, you know, sitting in base, defending for 80 minutes.
Double damage.
Surely, yeah, Night Stalker did pick up the gem. GG's actually did not want the gem. They actually just left it on the floor when they knocked out the Night Stalker in the last fight. He's able to come back and get it.
Dire are scanning.
Players here.
Uh-oh. Never mind, cancel that uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Okay, uh-oh is
Yeah.
back on the menu.
Oh, no!
And there goes Rapier.
They can go to space though.
And not only does he not have space, he's in the gears.
Be
Why
on
are
the
you
deck for a while here.
Why are you holding the Vino?
It's still on the deck.
Wizard's seen the Rapier. Sniper actually back in here.
Oh my god. Alright, crisis averted.
Sniper picked it right back up. He had to buy back for it. That was a very good fight for Baby Shlark, but unfortunately for them, Veno's alive. Buyback, buyback, buyback. So it really almost doesn't matter. Wraith King, definitely looking at a vessel.
I am a robot.
Yep.
Yeah, just kidding.
What? I can't believe Clockwork just juked me like that. I totally thought he was a
Yeah,
robot there for a second. Why does he say that as a buyback line? It's no, I won't stand for this, that's for sure.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no.
Oh, not speaking of oh god, no. Oh god,
Yeah,
no!
that's what I was reacting to.
Well, this is
Yeah.
over.
Here you go.
That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Not only does Wraith King have this Divine Rapier now, he has Divine Rapier, and he's got a lot better kit for it.
Well,
He's just gonna walk up here and end the game. This is tragic.
bit of a shame, yeah.
This is, oh man, this is like watching somebody walk down the railroad tracks, man. Ugh. So many unfortunate things for Baby Shlark. So many things that they could have done differently, I think. But
Radiant's top
man,
tower is under attack.
I'm really wondering if a lot of these bad luck situations where Baby Shlark didn't happen, would they have ended up winning this one? I think there's
Potentially.
almost a better chance than not.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's hard to say. You would have played differently. You would have been played differently on the back foot if you're on the GGs. So you
Yeah.
can't say decisively, you know. But man, that is just again. Even now,
Yeah,
even
that's
now it's over. Life still just poops all over Baby Shlark. The irony is rich, and the
It's pretty
patient
rich,
is
yeah.
not. Oh man, just to once again, just a brief look back at all the things that went wrong for Baby Shlark this game that were out of their control. 4 different double damages for the Wraith King. The Aegis incident, which I assume is probably somebody accidentally right-clicking him, you know, the hitbox hitting Wraith King rather than the Aegis, right?
Yeah.
The horrific Omni Slash at the bot T3 that just was really great in theory, but
luck,
just
yeah.
hit the creeps. Oh man, it's just, that was just like, that's Willow Twisted Fantasy luck right there. That's Willow Twisted Fantasy luck for sure. Just I do think there were things that Baby Shlark didn't do too well. Roxy Row seems to be really good at every part of that Snapfire, but that ult seems to be eluding them a little bit. Like, there are a few fights where they just kind of dropped ult on really what was not the target of choice there, right? Like, in particular, the fight in the jungle, where Roxy solo ulted the Vino that was free rather than hitting the 2 cores that were in the cogs. I feel like that might have been
Right.
a miscue. So
It
some work on
happens.
that. You know, artillery theory is very important on Snapfire. You'll just get better with that with more snap. I mean, you already do have a lot of snap, but more snap never hurts. You know, more snap never hurts. Of course, if you want to talk to an artillery commander all about artillery theory, you always got me. I do think the experiment of switching up the 3 and the 1 did not work out well for them here. Boofus still plays like a 3, and Respect the Pouch still plays like a 1. I think going back to status quo for Game 2 would do them a lot of good here.
Yeah.
And I think they did do alright in these roles. I think in particular, I think Boofus makes a better pause 1 than Respect a pause 3. But to that end still, I do think a return to Respect the Pouch on 1 and Boofus on 3 in the second lineup would probably do them a lot of good.
Yeah.
Because we've seen good things from Respect the Pouch on that one role. I think if there's one person in this tournament who's having a crisis of confidence more than anyone else, it might be Respect the Pouch. Respect the Pouch is up there with the pause ones, man. I wouldn't put him like at the very top. He's not on that same lofty height as like a Lambert, for example. But I think he's up there with like Giraffe off of This Is Sparta. I think he's up
Yeah.
there with Decode off of not I was about to say Baby Puck off of 2 Puck. They're going to be
Yeah.
facing this week. I think he's or she or whatever. It's a better pause 1 than they realize, right? As far as the GGs go, I think they played their strategy out well. The constant shift between the fighting and the pushing, right? Constant back and forth between forcing fights and forcing pushes out. I do think that really gave them a lot of trouble. Usually, this will be the point where I would say, I wish somebody lower in the position list would have gotten AC, but Death Prophet really probably shouldn't take it, and Venos shouldn't either, so no harm, no foul
Right.
on the Wraith King here. As far as itemization goes, not too bad. I do think, I think the stand-in they got here, Bloomer, actually does do pretty good. I mean, Wizard is scary good as 5. Actually showed pretty well for himself as 2. I wouldn't say it's his most ideal position, but I think he did pretty well as 2 here.
Yeah.
They overall, I think did a pretty solid job. The Clockwork as well. Clockwork as well did pretty well for themselves. So yeah, until next time. Well, until next game, which is right now. We'll see you around.
Yeah.
See
See
you
you in
there.
about 5 seconds.
Yeah.